time when I was witness. No joke, and I know you saw me. Can I get a witness? Slowpoke at reacting, and I know what this is. Hindsight is 20/20 on my sickness. All the normal comments that are just wish lists. I ride without a part to piss in. Dressed up, no place to go, it's time for listening. The podcast on track who gets the last slap to strap on and settle in and have some fun with S&M.
So, all right. Yeah, that's way better. All right, we're live.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. That's not how this works.
I can't go into this as I couldn't act. I don't think I could act, man.
Not really.
I can't go into it as organically as I did the first take we did that we didn't save.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean? I can't say what I just said and just sound like it's not scripted.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I wasn't asking you to. I actually
know.
just said the same thing by accident because I'm an idiot. We are not live. We are in Toronto. This is fun with S&M. Matt just got in yesterday.
I
Didn't hit a mic.
I did not.
We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn real soon. This is a comedy podcast, in case you couldn't tell from the beginning here.
What are we learning real soon?
What mics are like in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. You've hit a
fucking
few.
crazy
You've been
it
here
is.
in almost a week.
Almost a week, yeah. Like this is day 6, I think.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah.
When we're recording this, day 6, 5, 6, something.
Yeah, it's 6 if you count the Saturday I showed up. I also didn't go out my first day.
I wouldn't even count that. By the time you get in and you get checked in, you're
I
like,
got in
"Wow."
at 8 p.m. and I was just like, man, it's going to be so much work just to get dinner, just to figure out how to, get where I'm going. But I'm starting to get it now. Toronto, it's not so confusing. It's not so bad. Everybody told me it's going to be this place. Everybody's going to be mean, and they're all going to be in a big hurry, and it's going to be this confusing mess. It's not so bad. It's, just like anywhere else.
I like it because people don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, it's pretty
just
nice.
do my thing. I put my headphones in and I just do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't been here long, but I also like that. I like the transit system.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like not having to drive everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually do shit while I'm commuting.
And it's not like transit back home where you got to time it out and check the schedule. It's like, no, you just show up. Something will come eventually.
It's so because I missed the first 4 trains.
Yeah.
When I got to the thing because I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to look at the map and then I was like, oh, I'm at the end of the line.
Yeah. Well,
because they pull up and I was like, I think I'm supposed to go that way.
Yeah.
But it's because they come and then they turn around and go the other way.
oh, okay. So there's only one direction at that platform?
Yeah,
They're
I'm literally
all
at the
going
end.
one way
There's
and then they loop around.
So there's 2 tracks that come in on each side of the station,
Yeah.
Kipling Station. So they come in towards me, both of them.
Yeah.
So the first one came in towards me. I was like, oh, I must be on the other side.
Yeah.
But there was nothing there. And then another one came in. And then I was just like, I don't know. I should double check.
Yeah.
So then I looked. And I was like, oh, they literally both just go that way.
Yeah, there's only one way to go.
There's just a sign and it says next train and it points. So you're like, I'm going to this one or I'm going to this one?
That
Whichever one
simplifies
comes.
things. That's not too bad.
So
eh?
I just hopped on. Because
Yeah,
I went
man.
to go hop on one. Nobody was on it. And I was like, maybe I don't. And then I saw the sign that said that one. And then that one left.
Yeah.
And then it instantly changed to the other one. I was like, oh, I guess I can get on.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference,
Yeah.
I guess.
So that was easy. And
Yeah,
then
man, transport's cool. I like it. I've never been in a place where you could... It's just so easy to get around. It's amazing.
I just like the fact it's... You look at what we would commute at home.
Yeah.
Doing mics.
Oh, yeah.
It's driving. We're doing the same thing, but we just don't have to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah,
have
you
to
can
drive
sit
to
and
Fredericton.
work on your stuff and figure out what you're doing before you go up. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's really nice.
It's I don't have to drive.
I bet people here definitely take it for granted. But I guess you could get into a bit of a grind mentality where it's like, oh, I have to go to this set, so I'm just going to I have to go to this open mic, so I'm just going to do what I do and get out, you know what I mean? I could see that being, wearing you out and making it not as fun. But right now, man, I'm just loving it. Like, if I have an idea, you can just go up and do it.
I kind of got fortunate with that towards the end of it because I could just go hop on, I could do a guest spot on any night of the week at Yucks.
Well, not any night, though. They're not open any
No,
night.
but
Yeah.
I mean, not any, but
Whenever they're open.
between the 2 shows that we would do a month and then amateur night and then I was doing the local showcase and then
Yeah.
when they had 3 pro shows, it was very likely that if I thought of an idea the next evening that I had free, I could hop on a mic somewhere,
Yeah.
which was nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
I
we
mean,
can
that's
actually
true,
do
but
it.
it's just a whole nother level where it's like the day of. There's
Yeah.
no waiting. As long as you're not working, you can go do it.
Multiple
I think that's
times.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's another thing is that you strike out on one. It's like, well, there's another one coming. It's fine. You know what I mean? Last night sucked because I just ate a fat dick and there was nowhere else to go because I didn't start till late. So it's like, now I have to go home and bask in this misery. It was bad. I went up thinking that, oh, well, I can just play it loose. It seems like everybody else is playing it loose, going off their phone and shit. Not as loose as I played it. You should not. I just went up with like a handful of just stupid, half-baked ideas, and I was like, oh, this will be good. People have a much higher standard. It's fine. People have a much higher standard of comedy than back home. I can say that for sure. You know, when I thought that I had like 45 minutes, you know, I was wrong. I was dead wrong.
Yeah, I've been like trying to. I mean, even the past couple months, a lot of my East Coast shit, the stuff that was more localized, I've been trying to rework
Yeah.
to make it better. I guess that they don't have to know what I'm talking about to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that challenge.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like your Duke Street joke, your neighbors, that could apply to here just as easily. There's a million things like that for sure.
But like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to close on my Digby, Nova Scotia joke.
No.
That's just I'm gonna have to throw
on the
that
island. You could say they live on Turonno Island. There's a ferry to there. There's a ferry in this city. It would have to be a rich fucking, really rich guy to live there. But I don't know. I'm just saying there is a ferry.
I could look into it.
Yeah. Can be done. It can be done. But yeah, man, it's really cool having a new audience for all this material. And like you said, you got to tweak it a little bit. But really, it's exciting. It's exciting to have
Well, we both write
everything's
in a way that
new.
we can do that, right? And that's what's nice. That's what's going to be nice, is to know that what you're saying isn't territorial.
Yeah, my shit
fact
never
that-
is really.
Well, that's what I mean, though. And I think that if you get too comfortable where you're at,
Yeah.
but where we were from a small area and we knew that no matter what, we were
Yeah.
going to have to move if we wanted to do something with this, you don't want to write where it's too localized. Because then what? Then you don't have material once you get there.
Maritime directions. That's the only thing crossing my mind right now.
What do you,
But you can still do that here. You
but-
like
yeah, well,
things
everyone
change
does
so
it.
often now. Yeah.
K. Trevor Wilson, did I watch the Homegrown? They aired the Homegrown show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I watched it, or Monday, or whenever it was. K. Trevor Wilson hosted it, and he did his small town directions,
Yeah.
which is the similar idea.
Yeah. And you could even do that with Toronto where things change so quickly.
Yeah.
It could still work.
Oh, yeah.
Toronto directions. Hey, you know that office building that used to be there, but now it's an apartment building? Yeah, you take a left there. Oh, you can't take a left there, though, because they changed the street. You know, yeah. You could do it. Yeah, man, it's cool. It's fucking really exciting. Are we going to hit a mic tonight? We still haven't really figured out what we're doing tonight. There was a chance we could get free Jays tickets, which is fucking $10 anyway, but still, if I'll take a free thing any day of the week. So if that comes up, I might just do that. But if not, probably going to hit a mic if we can, huh?
There was that one that I was saying that my buddy Mitchell said that we should, that he's on, that we
Yeah,
should
that
check out,
book
and
show.
he'd introduce us to the guys that put it on.
Nice.
And then I saw one other mic that starts around the same time. I haven't seen any that just sign up ones. So I've seen a few that
Very
were
few.
both shows on Friday and
Yeah. It seems like you have to know, like, somebody has
to vouch for you.
No, I mean, there is a listing. It's just really hard to tell which ones are the ones that you can just show up. It's not obvious. Somebody has
have
to
you
kind of
looked
tell
at the
you.
other thing too? Are you just running? What are you running off? Are you running off the
I'm not
map,
running
or
off
are you
the
running
map
off
anymore. The Toronto community map. This is getting a little bit too inside baseball, but the Toronto community map
It's
is
only
dated.
inside. It's only inside baseball here.
Yeah.
Everything that we used to talk about was
Oh,
inside
yeah.
baseball for anyone that wasn't on the East Coast.
This must be so exciting for you Maritimers. Yeah, no, I
It's
stopped
dated.
running off the map
Well, that's
because
the
it's
thing.
so
'Cause
dated.
I saw that one.
I used
I
the
was going
list.
to hit that one in Etobicoke because I was like,
Yeah.
it's not far.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry. And then I got there, and the girl, then I messaged the girl, and she's like, "Yeah, I still run it, but it's not there anymore. It's downtown." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh." She's like, "And it's every other Saturday, or every other Thursday, but there is one this week, so you're good." And I was like, "Okay, still start at the same time," which was like 10:30.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh no, it's at 8:30 now." I was like, "God damn it!" 10:30 was cool because I knew I'd roll in at like 7. I could go grab a few groceries and then find a bus that gets to that general area.
Yeah.
If I had to walk back, I'd walk back, but it's like I can't do it. Swing 8:30 downtown if I'm rolling in at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, on your first day, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like I wasn't gonna just show up. I was already pretty well downtown for the airport.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna roll up with 2 suitcases and a book bag full of shit.
Yeah, just get
And then-
robbed on your way to the, you know?
Have to keep an eye on that while I'm doing. Just wheel it up on the stage.
Yeah.
Do the show, and then hop on the train with too much luggage.
Yeah. You have a very robbable face too. I wouldn't be carrying around luggage.
Thank you.
Yeah. Burnable, robbable, all of it. It's great. I can't wait for your next cigarette to get put out on your face.
Oh, no, I think that the next cigarette that gets put out on my face will be. It'll be multiple, and I'll probably get raped at the same time.
And I'll be paying for it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like paying for it as if they just take the money on their own.
Yeah.
Not willingly paying for it.
Dump the body, take your wallet. Taking that M to the extreme, man. S&M. Fun with S&M here.
I do want to hit up like a massage in like Chinatown.
They're pretty cheap. I'm seeing you can get a 15-minute massage for $20. I'll take that. That's
Yeah.
not bad. That's not too shabby. A little happy ending for another 20. I'll take it.
Oh, it's only another 20?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I'm down for that.
It's a hand job. If it's more than 20, I'm not paying.
We get time after this podcast. Go for a.
There's one down the street. You want to find out?
I'm not lying. Like I would honestly just, if they were like, "Oh, we're available. We rub you wrong time. We rub you wrong
Rub
time.
you. Oh, kill yourself.
We rub you right time."
Wrong time, right time, anytime. Brooklyn Nine-Nine got a new
Oh, we were
5 episodes on NBC. I'm just looking at Reddit right now, seeing what we got going on in the world.
because Brooklyn Nine-Nine originally got canceled.
Yep.
By was it who is it? Who got picked? Who picked?
Yeah, it used to be Fox, didn't it?
It was
Or
Fox
FX.
and NBC.
And now NBC took
it
them
was
up.
it was not, definitely not FX because they would have kept it because you
Yeah.
have creative freedom when you're with FX
Yeah.
as long as the ratings are good.
Not
so
like
it
those
was
bastards at Fox.
Fox dropped them and NBC picked them up.
Fuck
So
yeah.
that
Yep.
made
seems
sense.
Like it.
Yeah, we were talking about that Eminem thing, the Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, I just listened to the MGK track. I honestly didn't think that it would be anything. He just comes off as like a pipsqueak to me, but that track was brutal. That was 4 minutes of fuck you. Like M dropped a couple lines against MGK, and it was about years old disses, right? It was him making fun of Haley forever ago, right?
He just tweeted and said M's daughter's
Yeah.
sexy or something like that.
Well,
She is.
she is. Get over it, M.
I'm hoping that he roasts us now in a song
Yeah, right.
to make us relevant.
We'd have to rap about it to make it happen. You
Yeah.
want to? M, you're a bitch. Era. That was it. That's all I got.
Didn't even rhyme.
It doesn't have to rhyme.
I like. Or no, I was reading something. They said that they think that this was like. It was planned as like your WWE shit, like it was all staged.
Oh, I believe that. That makes sense.
It's a because not only did Kamikaze dropped at midnight on was it last Friday or Saturday? Friday.
Yeah, I don't know. Last week sometime.
I think it was. It was last Thursday at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rap Devil, the Machine Gun Kelly diss track that he did, that dropped on the Monday,
Yeah.
and he already had a music video for it.
Yeah, that's a little fucked. I could believe
That's
putting
very
together
close.
a song that quick, but not a video.
Well, you got the video too.
A
'cause I
video's a
know
whole other
that's-
thing.
But so I don't know. And they said there's one line he says, "Don't take my verse off of Yellow Wolf's album," and apparently, whatever that is referencing is to a song off of a new Yellow Wolf album that's not even out yet.
Oh shit.
So like it was almost like it.
Yeah. Like it's all marketing. Like they're all talking about hyping up other albums and
And from
shit.
what I heard too, like they said, Eminem's last few albums have been garbage.
Yeah.
And I guess Machine Gun Kelly's last album didn't get good reviews either. So this way,
Nice.
they're kind of both feeding off each other.
They probably just had a meeting of white rappers, so they're just like, we're not getting enough shine
Well,
right
Eminem-
now.
they said-
G-Eazy apparently got in on it somehow. Like,
They
you're not even in the same conversation.
They said Eminem was the #1 Googled name for the first time in like 8 years.
Jesus, not bad.
And his surprise album that he dropped with no heads up was the #1 album in 92 countries by the end of the day.
Holy shit, that's impressive.
And then at one point this week, the top 3 trending videos on YouTube was the new video that he dropped for the new song that he has with Royce da 5'9".
Yep. Yeah.
That was on the album. And then the Machine Gun Kelly diss song that he did, the track that he dropped on his page, and then the video that was on like some other hip hop page. And so he had Machine Gun Kelly had the top 2 trending, or 1 and 3, and Eminem had number 2 or something along those lines.
Man, that Council for White Rappers has so much sway in the entertainment industry. It's crazy.
I know.
I can't believe it.
I just want to see Macklemore get in on it.
I love that though, man. It sounds like the entertainment industry is becoming. It's more open.
Straight white
free.
males, yeah.
Well, Jesus Christ, that's not where I was going with that. But like that, you can drop an album with no publicity. Like that means there not as much money has to go into it, right? You can drop an album with no publicity and it just takes off overnight.
Well,
I like that. That's a good thing.
If you're that big, though.
Right, but it's still.
Think of the
I guess.
Think of the following that Eminem has.
You're right. But still, the fact that there was no publicity, hopefully that's a new trend, that you don't have to, sell your soul to a promoter of some sort.
Some people do that. You need to do that until you build a following, though.
Yeah, for sure. No, I don't think it translates exactly to like an amateur artist, but it does a little bit in that, things are changing. You don't have to get somebody to help you anymore.
Eminem's got 22 million followers, and he's not following anyone.
No one? Jesus.
Tried not to overthink this one. Enjoy. That's what he tweeted when he dropped the album.
Nice.
It has 118,000 shares,
Yeah.
or like retweets.
Yeah, I really love Kamikaze, man. I thought it was a great album, but like it clearly is. It's a little sad. It's a little bit like you're just trying to be Eminem from 2002, You're just trying to turn back the clock.
No, you know what I think? It's not that he's trying to do that. It's that he was growing up and he was going in a different direction and people were giving him shit about it. So he's like, I can still do that.
Yeah.
So he just said, fuck you guys. I'll look, boom.
Yeah.
I can still do it. Like, that's not what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to do. Man, that song he did, was it with Yellow Wolf, the one where he was the letter to his mom? That was the worst fucking Eminem song I've ever heard.
It wasn't with Yellow Wolf.
Who was it with? I can't remember now.
It was the one with Nate from Nate Roos from Fun.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Where he apologizes to his mom?
The very synthy fucking voice in the chorus. Yeah, I hated that song. It was so bad. The fucking hooker upstairs from me in St. John would always fucking listen to it and be like, that's what my boy thinks about me. It's like, no, it's not.
She said that?
Yeah, I heard her. She was out on the patio talking to her fucking whatever man she had trapped with her for that week. And she was
she says, my boy hates me, but he still kind of likes me because of his mom?
And she calls him Buddy. If you call your son not by his real name, get the fuck out of here.
You're really his mom.
Buddy thinks this about me all the time. It's like,
unless
Jesus.
that's his name.
No, he was a foster kid, and then he was old enough to move back with his hooker mom, and he did. I'm like, Jesus Christ, buddy, did you not learn anything? We took you out of the downtown, uptown, and into the suburbs, and you repay us by going right back to your hooker mom. Can't believe you, kid. Can't believe you. And now I'm gonna shit all over those people because it was a nightmare living with them. Just the worst people I'd ever met. And that was in St. John, New Brunswick.
And
so
you
if you
didn't
think
even
the
live
Maritimes
in
are
the
a
same
friendly
apartment. You just lived in the same building.
Yeah, that's right.
So
but they were upstairs.
You didn't have to like share a kitchen with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I had to go on that, but yeah, she was like, oh, this song is about me. It's like, no, it's fucking not. Every deadbeat mother in the world probably listens to that song like, oh, it's my song. Ugh, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand the song, and I couldn't stand listening to her talk about it. Killed me. Eminem. I mean, thank God you're back. Thank God he's back. I don't care. It is, to me, it's a little bit like, yeah, you're not really breaking any new ground here, but it's better. It's better. It's more interesting. It's more fun to listen to. I'm glad. Any other thoughts on the old Eminem?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just...
Just on the topic of the entire thing, is that what you mean?
Yeah. I'm just going to move on here.
I don't know. I think it was just cool to see that he still has it.
Yeah, he definitely does.
I don't know. I kind of had this thing, like, I was, like, fine with the fact... I didn't have anything against any of his new stuff. It didn't bother me any.
Yeah.
Because, like, I understand that, like... A lot
Relapse was just so bad. That was
I
worse
like
than anything
Relapse
he's
or
ever done.
Refill. But like everything that he's done, there's been stuff on it that I've enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Obviously, some more than others, but like I also like to think that like it was nice to know that he wasn't as fucked up as he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, it's nice to know you can grow out of a thing like that. Sure.
So like I don't know, that to me, it's a sign of maturity and him growing, which was good to see. I liked that. So like I didn't care.
Yeah, well, you definitely don't want your icon to grow up and just keep doing the same thing over and over again until nobody cares anymore. That's sad, you know.
So I don't know. That was my thoughts, but it is still cool that he can just go crazy.
The Ringer was the title, the opening track that just fucking blew my mind. I love that track so much.
Yeah,
And then Not Alike with Royce da 5'9" was also really good. I love Royce. I think he's super underrated. That fucking Bad Meets Evil album from fucking going on 10 years ago now. Yeah, great album.
Yeah,
love that album. What else is going on in the world? The world today. You got any new thoughts on Toronto? How you liking it so far? I mean, I
haven't done much, man. I didn't do much. I made this poor choice of walking to Kipling Station because I didn't want to pay for a bus. Because I don't know how the bus works. You know what I mean? When you're paying for the bus, do you have to just give them tokens?
I think you can give them cash. I'm not sure. I haven't.
So I wasn't sure. So I didn't want to show up and then be like, oh, I don't have tokens. I got to find a corner store to buy tokens.
Yeah.
And then do that. And then, I don't know. So I was like, I'll just walk this one day.
Yeah. It's good to walk though, because you kind of get get the vibe of where you are, kind of figure out what's nearby. That's not bad.
Yeah, but it was a long walk and it was all far away from
muggy fucking bullshit too. I hate that. This has been like one of the nicest days that I've ever been through here, and I'm still sweating like a fucking pig.
I was what I liked was that my old my vice principal was on the plane and that they drove me. I was going to get the money. They're like, no, we don't want your money.
Matt Keenan with the connections.
Like,
you always fucking know somebody. Like, it always ended, oh, yeah, this guy just fucking came through. Like, how? How do you know all these people?
I thought it was funny. Yeah, well, I was like, so you know, and I just happened to be I was sitting behind them initially, next to this old dude. And the stewardess was like, oh, you can just sit over there if you want to. The plane was half empty when I got on. It was sold out the day before on Wednesday, but the Thursday one was not. So I just sat up by myself. She was like, the only thing is you'll have to get off and move back once we hit Ottawa in case someone's sitting there.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's fine. So then I moved up and I was just sitting next to them. I talked to them briefly. I put my headphones in and I did some writing that I had to do for work.
Yeah.
It was a Chan that I never did. I didn't write descriptions.
So you're still doing that? You're still doing the online stuff?
No, I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh, okay.
I passed on the reins, but
I would love to get work like that, man. Especially in Toronto, I'm seeing all these places that are like all these bars and shit that have just awful social media feeds. I'm like, man, if I could get a bit of a clientele going, even if they give me $20 a week, it's not hard work. All that shit, like putting out the specials, all that.
Yeah,
easy
that was
peasy.
easy. I just
that would be a great way to make a living, like freelance. Because there's all kinds of fucking businesses that just have no online presence. I'm like, why?
You know, they pay me a chunk ahead of time for writing up a description for all of their menu items.
I'd like to do that.
Done it, and I was like, if I don't finish it before I leave, I'll finish it on the plane.
I could also go to go to other comedians and be like, listen, I'll do posters for your shows. Because I've heard multiple people say, man, it is such a grind fucking putting together all this stuff. I'm like, no, it's not. Get out of here. For me, that's fun.
Templates for each spot.
Yeah, and I've been doing it for a year, and I still find it relatively fun, relaxing at least. It's a little puzzle to put together. I would love to do that. That's just something I thought of right now on the mic.
You should post on the stand-up thing.
Yeah, maybe.
In the group, just say, hey, I have experience doing posters. If everyone needs a poster, let me know.
Social media, I'm a good writer. I'm a good editor. You give me the basis of what you want, and I'll make something for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Side note, we were just talking about Eminem. I just saw on Reddit, Eminem is the first and only artist to have 9 consecutive #1 albums. Are you fucking shitting me? That's incredible. That's a decade plus of just dominating. What a winner. I wonder how much him being white has to do with it, you know?
I don't think anything. I just think that
I think at the beginning it had something to do with it.
Well, I think that
there was a novelty.
People were like, who was this guy?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
he's got this weird voice and this angry persona.
And then
What's
he was
going
insane.
On? Yeah.
And then that just built him a huge fan base. And then he was the rapper of our generation.
For sure,
right?
I think so.
Late '90s, mid '90s, all the way to now. The past 20 years.
Dominant. That's fucking crazy though. What? I had something else I wanted to say. Shit.
You were talking about... Oh, yeah. I was talking about how I do up those menu items.
Yeah.
Once I did that on the plane. And then they were like, yeah, where are you staying? I was like, oh, Etobicoke. And they're like, oh, we're not too far from there. We'll give you a lift. I was like, oh, cool. Then I went back and I sat next to... once we hit Ottawa, I sat next to some old dude and they spilled his juice on me. Yeah, whatever.
Not the first time you had juice spilled on you.
Yeah. And then,
right. That was
so then they gave me a drive. I tried to give them money. They're like, no, don't take it. We don't want your money.
Nice.
Don't insult us like that. And I was like, all right, fine. Now I can afford groceries for a week. I would imagine it would have cost you probably $60 for a cab.
No.
Did you cab or did you?
I took an Uber. I had the first ride, you get $20 off. So, but it was $25. So I ended up giving him like $7 or $8 on top of the 20. Pretty expensive.
You were closer though.
Yeah, it was.
So mine probably would have been closer to $60 then. I would have got $20 off the first ride.
But yours is a less busy drive too. Like I had to drive all the way through from downtown up through
true.
Turonno.
How long of a drive was it?
30, 40.
Okay.
Pretty long considering
Yeah,
it was not that far.
Mine was similar. It was like 15 kilometers, but it took like 35 minutes.
Yeah, mine was like less than 10 kilometers. It still took that long. It was wild, man. That's right away I realized, like, shit, driving here sucks. Why would anybody want to do that?
That's the thing, right? Because I was like, that's at my parents' place in Hampton. We went to the airport. That's a 35 kilometers away, and it's a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
Which would be an hour here.
Yeah, man. When I missed my stop today, me and Matt, we met downtown. Fuck, old habits. We met downtown. I had to go to Service Canada to get my new SIN for my job, new SIN card, and I missed my stop. And so I got off at 1, and I was going to take a streetcar to get there, and the traffic was just so damn slow. I was like, well, I'm better off walking. Like, it takes so long to move, like, especially when it's busy midday.
Yeah.
I sweat my balls off, but, like, at least I wasn't standing still waiting. It's wild, man. Traffic here is just murder.
Oh, do we want to shit on that guy?
Shit on what guy?
Mayor Machi?
Sure. Yeah, we should talk about it a little.
Let's cause some shit.
Are we really causing shit though? Like if Joe still has a relationship with that guy after that,
no,
then that's on him.
I'm talking about what we think happened, how we think this happened. The other shit, how he found out.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you go ahead.
Go all into detail. So some people know, that's not everybody. We did our farewell tour. Last stop on the show was in Miramichi, which was my least favorite as far as how it, like, the show went well, but it was my least favorite as far as how the promoter, I guess, handled it, how it was put together. Yeah. We went out, it was supposed to be a 7 o'clock start, and they had that was what was crazy, is that they had the patio, and it was that huge door, and it was so bright in there.
Yeah.
So we pushed it. Started probably 7:30.
Yeah,
right before we start, the guy comes over, and he was like, oh, so do you guys got the money? We're like, what?
What
Why
money?
would we have the money? You're the one who's hosting the show. Why are you getting 33% of the door if we're the one working the door and performing?
That's 1/3 for the non-math people.
Yeah, 1/3. So he's getting 1/3 of the day. We upped the price too because it would have been 50%.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted $5 off every
$5
ticket.
off every ticket. We were doing $10 a ticket, so we upped it to $15 just so that we'd still actually make money. And it's the furthest we had to drive for any of the shows.
And even at the end, I made $65 and you made $105, which is 40 gas on top of your cut.
Yeah.
That ain't shit compared to how many people were there and how much the tickets were.
And I spent $50 doing promoting all 3 of the shows on Facebook.
Yeah,
and I spent
he was such a
$50 on photography from.
Oh, you paid for that? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, well, thanks, because I got pictures out of that.
I took. And there's more coming. Tyler messaged me. He said he had more coming.
Fuck yeah.
Because initially the dude from Miramichi at the paper was going to do a story about it, and then he didn't either. And I was like, oh, we got photography coming. So I was like, hey, no rush, but if you get a few shots, just throw them.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, I'll get you some quick. And then he got us some, and then he's like, I still got more coming. I just wanted to just get some of them out of the way first.
Man, that one of me in the staging room, whatever, I fucking love that. That's moody. I tagged him in it, but he never got back to me. I wanted to show my appreciation, so hopefully he's listening. Those were some great shots.
He does listen to this. I don't know if he listens to every
he told me
episode,
he listens time to time.
Yeah, Tyler Warren Ellis. If you ever need
he's fucking
photography,
good, man.
He's really good.
And he sent us the full high-res photos, too, that means a lot to me, because, I mean, it's a sign of professionalism if you have not some scaled-down crop version, but the original.
He prefers us use the other ones.
Yeah.
Because then it looks better on him. But also you have those too, and it's good for the things like the paper.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You get some press work, and you throw them a high res. And I learned this just listening to a podcast with Mullinger. Yeah. Because Mullinger worked for GQ, so he knows all these things. And he's like, oh, yeah, anyone's doing a story on you, email them. the highest resolution photos you have,
Yeah.
because that opens the doors for a bigger
Mhm.
spot.
Yeah,
Like,
high res and more. Because if
yeah, if, you
if
have
they're
multiple,
running out of if they don't have the word count, and that happens all the time, you're
Do
you know
extra
the
pictures?
production team will be like, oh shit, we're short, we got to do something. Well, here's some
Extra
pictures.
pictures, yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, so you do that, and also, yeah, if they're high resolution, then you
More
get,
likely.
yeah, you're not going to get a little dinky little spot.
So fuck yeah.
it's an idea.
Praise to Tyler Warren Ellis. We kind of got off track there though. Miramachi
Oh,
getting
yeah.
fucked, getting
Yeah,
boned
so then
by the producer, whoever,
After
whatever you
the
want to call him.
after the show, we count up all the money. We do up the third, and we go, here you go, this is your third. And then we split everything up else. We just split it all evenly. We took gas money, and then we split the rest, which I was fine with. I mean, Joe got the better end of the deal, I think, because I feel like he didn't actually put $50 into
No.
promoting the show, but
Yeah.
you know, it's fine. I don't really care that much. So we do that, and then the guy's giving Joe shit, and I knew he was giving Joe shit, and that's why I was like, all right, Matt, take Joe's money. We're gonna split real quick before he comes looking for more money.
That was my plan, and then the girls that were there at the theater show the last time distracted you. I was standing out by the car like, let's get the fuck out of here. I wasn't having them take
They
more
were
of my
only
money
slightly distracted me. I didn't talk to them. I didn't want to
No.
go up and talk to them because
you wanted to get the
spent
fuck
all
out.
my money on them the last
No,
time.
I wasn't knocking you or anything. It's just I got outside and I turned around and I was like, fucking Matt. Jesus.
No, it's somebody else. I was talking to other people. I wasn't even talking to them.
They were hot though.
Oh yeah.
They liked you.
Anyway, so fuck. Anyways, the guy gets all pissed off because he thought he deserved $5 a head off of the 67 people that were there, even though only 30 people had them paid because nobody paid at the door.
Yeah, and those were all he let his regulars in.
Yeah, he let a lot of people
before we were
in.
even there. He's blaming us for not taking tickets when he let people in before we showed up. What were we supposed to do? Go retroactively? And we kind of did because Joe went around and picked up
Joe went
donations.
around and started collecting money.
But like,
There was a lot of people that said they weren't there for the show.
yeah,
Wait,
but they
what
were
were you
still
gonna do?
there
Tell them to
anyway.
leave?
Yeah,
We
it
can't
was
tell them to leave?
ridiculous. And then he wanted $5 for every head, like you said, just
So you
silly.
get pissed off about that. And then, so we got back. I was like, I'm not going to give his establishment a poor review on social media because it sounds petty. Like it doesn't, because there's nothing wrong with the venue in itself.
Yeah.
He was very money hungry, and it is his mindset behind it was I didn't like. So I just posted.
And he booked an after party for us
yeah.
that nobody asked for.
And after-
$200, and he told us that he paid this guy $200 to be our after show, and that it's our fault for not getting people to stick around. Like, one, we didn't ask for that thing, and two, you just told me you paid him
More
3
than
times
you
as
paid,
much
yeah.
as you paid me. So why don't you go fuck yourself? Like, really?
Yeah.
And then he tried to. I'm just gonna wrap it up.
He
man.
made us plug the special.
Yeah. Oh, the Cajun fish, the Cajun haddock.
Did you mention it?
I didn't. I forgot
Me
to.
and I mentioned it twice.
Nice.
I mentioned it a couple times because I just threw it into one of my sets and they laughed a little bit. And then later on, I was like, now it doesn't make as much sense to you guys because apparently the two Matts are the only ones that actually plugged the special. And I was like, there's 2 things we were supposed to say. Cajun haddock and Joe's fat. Like me calling Joe a rapist, so that was just a bonus.
Yeah, that was just for fun. Yeah, man. And then, so you posted about it in our little
Their
comedy
group, where all
community
the
Facebook group.
comedians are. So it's a private group, secret group, that the only people that can see it are other comedians that are in the group. And I just said, look, I wouldn't recommend. I said his donor is a piece of shit. Like don't do a show for. I wouldn't recommend doing a show for them. If you choose to, that's entirely up to you.
Mhm.
But whatever, it is what it is. Then we get a message from him a few days later
Yeah.
that he is ripping us apart for shit talking him. And I thought maybe it was a post that Sam made, which wasn't. His was like yours was a nicer post than ours was.
Well, relatively. I said no thanks to the guy who
Yeah,
tried to make us pay $5 for his regulars who he let in, basically.
yeah.
That was
Mine, I shit on him a little bit more, but it was in a private group, so it wasn't for the whole world to see. It was just for other comedians saying, "Look, you're not going to benefit from doing a show for him because it's really not worth your time."
Yeah.
And then, he sent us the message, and I tried to play dumb, and I was like, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then he quoted what I said to me, and as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, somebody narked us.
Yeah.
Somebody narked.
Somebody in the group.
So then I did my digging around. Are we stirring the pot? Are we doing this?
Yeah, do it.
Did some digging around. Found out he was added to the group, the day that he shit us apart by another comedian
Yeah.
by the name of Mark the Canoe Harnett.
How dare he?
I don't give a shit. Mark needs whatever work he can get.
I don't give a shit because I wanted him to see that. Not Mark, the owner. I'm glad he saw it. He did a shit job.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that too. I just think that it was
He needs to know.
it was kind of greasy though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that a fellow comedian. We're just trying to help the other comedians. We have no, we're never gonna go back and do, at least not for a long time, go back to Miramichi. So we have no
Definitely
horse
not-
in the race. We're
definitely
just
not
helping other
capers.
people. Yeah, definitely not
definitely
capers.
not going back to capers, and I don't recommend you go do it. I might. We'll post this link
Yeah.
in the group chat that the guy started. Hi, man. You might as well listen to it.
I left the group chat, so he adds us the next day. I'm just like, I see it. You know how you have like the auxiliary messages that aren't your friends, where it's like you have to accept it and approve it.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw the number running up, like you have 3 messages, 4 messages, 5 messages. I was like, fuck it, I got better shit to be doing. And then eventually I got tired of hearing ding, ding, ding. So I opened it and said, I can't jerk off to this, and left the group. I didn't even read it. I don't give a fuck. There's nothing he could have said that would have changed my mind. So
No, there was nothing important that he said. He just
Yeah.
said
you little shits.
that we were spreading lies. That it
Lies.
wasn't happen, and he said a lot of things, and I could tell. I didn't hear word for word what he was saying to Joan, but I heard the tone of how he was talking to Joe, and I was like, this guy is coming off like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, Joe, I never told you how much to sell tickets for. You just told me, oh, we'll sell them for $15 and give you $5 a head. I was like, I don't believe that because he told me ahead. Joe told me before. I said $10 a ticket, and he said the guy wants $5 a head. And I was like, well, then I don't want to do the show. Because Joe was like, I need money for putting on the show. And I was like, yeah, but by the time you take your cut and he takes his cut, then we're splitting next to nothing between me, Sam, Gas, and Matt.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like that.
Matt
then,
Richardson.
Yeah, Matt Richardson. I was like, so I'm not going to do that. So then eventually that's when we were like, all right, we'll do 15. But like, I don't know, the guy tried to make it look as if he added other people to the group. Like, it wasn't just us.
Oh,
he added
shit.
like people that worked at the restaurant. And Joe was just being an asshole to him. He's like, I was told by other performers that you're a piece of shit businessman and not to work with you, but I try to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was even told by your employees that you're a shitty owner. He's just
Shit.
going off, and I was like, oh, fuck, I hope that he doesn't. It's not that small of a town. I'm sure if Joe knows someone who works for him,
Yeah.
the guy's going to find out who it is.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like, oh, I don't think any of that stuff needed to be said. I just said, look, I was just doing my due diligence. I was saying, hey, don't work for this guy because it's not going to benefit you any.
Yeah.
The fact that we could get more money doing an open mic, not really more money.
No.
That's not true at all. But like the fact that we could get more money in our hometown, you know what I mean?
You can
Yuck
get
Yucks-
more money without driving doing an opening spot.
Yuck Yucks opened. Okay, when you're putting on a show like this, right? The whole idea of it is that you're getting more than what you would normally get.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing a middle spot or an MC spot at Yuck Yucks, I get $100 a show.
Mhm.
It's $100 guarantee. Doesn't matter what the audience size is. So when I'm renting the venue out, like we did with Yuck Yucks, you're getting more because you're working on it if you sell, because you're doing it's like a door deal.
Yeah.
So as a percentage, we paid so much. It started at 50 or less was this much. Then for every roughly 25 people, it'd be an extra so much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we worked it out. But the fact that threw me off, I was like, oh, who's opening your door?
Little dog coming
It's a
in.
little
Come on,
dog.
Bella, I don't care. Come on.
So the fact that we made less money doing a show like this
Yeah.
is bullshit because we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
If those 67 people paid, that's $670 that we would have made.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, think about it this way. For me, like, I don't think I've ever been paid by Yuck Yucks except for our farewell show. But Chuckles, opening is $50 or $75. If we opened at Chuckles, I made $65 in Miramichi, but then I would have saved 6 hours of driving with you,
Yeah.
and the gas money that you got would have been split between us evenly because there would have been no driving, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's not even comparable. We would have been way better off just to stay home and do a 10-minute open instead of a 30-minute co-headline. Yeah, I'm not upset about it just because I don't plan on ever seeing that person again. but it was just a disaster. It was just so silly that he thought he deserved anything more than he got. The fact that he took a third of the tickets.
His laziness and his greediness cost him and us money.
And then he was talking in like to the whole time, like no respect for the show either. I think the thing that pissed me off the most was the after show performer. That it was our fault that you booked a guy who you paid more than you paid me to come in and close out for me.
I just thought it was ridiculous. Okay, we had to plug that.
Oh my god! And they said he opened for who?
Bon Jovi.
He opened for Bon Jovi. He sounds like any
Matt
other.
Roasted. That was what I loved about Matt hosting too, because he roasted their special.
Yeah.
He roasted the fact he was like, I don't think it was actually Bon Jovi. It was more like Bong Jovi.
Yeah.
Or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, it was just.
It's a famous Moncton band to our Toronto listenership.
You guys are renting our venue out for a good chunk of money.
Yeah.
We're not going to do any work, but we also expect you to to plug the musician that's coming on after, and to plug our special, so that more people eat food.
Yeah, and then be like, we should be grateful for all that. Like, I mean, I'm grateful to get paid any time, but grateful for your weird after party nobody asked for.
Because
grateful
it's different, right? And again, like I said, when we rented out Yucks, we rented out Yucks on a night that they wouldn't have been open, which means they have to bring in employees.
Yep.
So these people, so he's right there. He's out the money that he's got to pay them. And he's just making drinks. He's not profiting in food sales.
Mm-hmm.
This venue was already open.
Yeah.
If we didn't bring in, even if only 30 people showed up for us, that's 30 people that were eating and drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another advantage is they had food there. Yucks doesn't have food sales.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's, so like, they were already open on a day where they may have had a handful of people that were there, but then we also brought more people. And guess what? We didn't get anything from them.
Yeah.
Yucks, we got a free drink.
Yeah.
And we got the staff discount, the 15% discount if you bought another drink. And we got a bigger chunk for a very similar sized audience.
No, the audience was much bigger.
Well, it was 90, but it was 74 paid.
Okay.
Between the comics that came in, right?
Yeah.
So this was 67. So there was a matter of like seven extra people.
Yeah, that's not much.
As far as who paid to get in.
Yep.
At a lesser, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We paid.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
We paid more rent. We charged lesser tickets.
Yeah.
And
he
still
got the
made more money.
giant ticket percentage, which normally you don't get any ticket percentage as the owner.
When you're a pub, when you're. Yeah, he should have been paying us. I don't know.
Don't go to Capers Pub. Not worth it. It was fun. I really the people that were paying attention. It was a good. It was a good room with a good audience, and the staff was good, and the food was good.
Yeah,
it was just the owner. That was the only problem.
I mean, go to Capers Pub if you like the taste of like asshole. You know, because you'll get a lot of that there. You get treated like shit.
Smell of it.
Yeah.
What else is going on in your world? Got any?
I don't know. Got to find a job. I'm unemployed.
Unemployment.
Yeah, I know. I had to deal. It was weird dealing with that in Hampton for the past few days. Then I dropped my car off at the day that the day of the MV Showcase show on the Tuesday, and I set a movie date up with a friend of mine from work that we always go to movies. Well, we don't always go. But she goes to movies alone a lot, and I go to movies alone a lot. So we'll always just say, hey, you interested in this movie? And if either one of us are interested, we just go on a movie date.
What's that about? So, I mean, not with her specifically, but going to a movie alone, is that like, do you enjoy that? Is that a thing that...
I just, every once in a while, if I want to see a movie, if I can't find someone that wants to go, then I go by myself.
Nice.
I don't really care.
Nice.
Especially if it's on cheap night.
That's some confidence right there.
It's like $7.
I'd feel so... I'm not a big movie guy in the first place, so I wouldn't do it, but I would feel very self-conscious.
Like
everybody's judging me.
I don't watch a lot of TV anyway, but if I'm watching it at home, I'm never paying attention because I'm always like doing shit on my phone.
Yeah.
But when I'm paying to go see a movie,
you have to.
I know that they don't want you to be on your phone, then I just put it away and I sit and I actually get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I don't do it all the time, but when I do it, a lot of times it just happens to be by myself because it's a last minute thing or because I couldn't find anyone that was interested. So what we would do is we just message each other and be like, hey, have you seen this movie? Oh, no, but I want to. Like, all right, let's go.
Cool.
So we set that up, and she lives in Hampton, too. So I was just like, all right, I'll pay for your movie if you drive me home.
Nice.
So she drove me home, and then...
what a gentleman she is.
Yeah, and then the next day was my sister's birthday, so I got my sister to drive me uptown. Went out with a few friends.
Nice.
And then got my boss, whose condo caught on fire last month, he's been staying at his parents' place in Hampton, so I got him to drive me back. Just
Sweet.
mooch and rides, man. It's all
Not bad.
about
Not
mooch and
bad.
rides.
Yeah, fuck. Imagine if you didn't have any rides to mooch, living in Hampton with no car for, 2-3 days?
Yeah.
Fucking kill yourself.
I mean, I would have just stayed there, but
It would be so
I just
boring.
wouldn't be able to do anything.
You'd have so much pent-up energy. Like, you got this big fucking life-changing event coming up 3 days down the road, and what do you get to do to prepare? You sit at your house in Hampton, watch TV.
Yeah, I watched Dora. I watched 3 episodes of Dora.
You're killing it. You're killing it, buddy.
Killing it.
NFL season's back. That's exciting for me. No more watching the fucking stupid CFL. Jackpot. Got to watch a really shitty game last night. That was nice. I won't get too far into it, but I'm excited. I know there's not a lot of sports fans listening. But god damn it, did Big Dick Nick Foles not look like Big Dick Nick Foles at all? That was bad. He was brutal.
Yeah?
He did not play like playoff Nick Foles. No. Fuck, it was a sloppy game.
I don't even care about sports just because of the fact that we're in a city now where we can do more comedy.
Yeah, I'm not really going to have
Pay
time.
less attention.
Yeah, well, one cool thing was if I'm going to be at so many bars, at so many open mics, I'll get to watch most of the game at least, while I'm out.
That's true. How are we doing for time, man?
45.
Start counting it down?
Yeah, you want to count it? We're at 45 minutes. We should probably hit like 55 an hour maybe, or
Whatever.
we're going on 46 minutes now, so if you want to... Sorry.
We can stop it at 47.
Oh, well, we could count it down 45. We're at 45, 50. All right, I'm
I think
sorry. I'm
47
so
is a
sorry.
good time. 47 is like the perfect amount of time.
All right, let's look through Reddit
Because then with
real
an intro,
quick.
we get 47 minutes and 30 seconds.
Spider-Man can finally swim. That's good, I guess. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is back. We talked about that. Dallas officer goes to wrong apartment, kills man inside. That's not as funny as I thought it would be.
It kind of is. Actually, let's go back to that. Give me the synopsis to this story.
All right. It's upvoted 70.2 thousand times.
Goes to the wrong apartment and kills the man inside.
Oh, it's a lady cop.
Man,
That's bad.
I'm going to talk about this. I don't think I ever talked about this on a podcast. I always wanted to do a bit about it one time, but I was watching the news last year, and it was somewhere in Massachusetts. There was this news story. This wife and her husband were in their apartment, and this guy scales the building. They're on like the 4th floor. He scales the building and he climbs into their fucking living room window.
Holy
and
shit.
they fucking pistol whip the guy who was playing video games. I just thought it was funny. I always said like, oh, he was playing Call of Duty and some guy fucking sneaks up. That's what you get for camping. Pistol.
Imagine he's got a VR headset on when that happens. They'll be like, holy shit.
He goes up. This was 4D, motherfucker. And he goes up
And I can smell my own blood. This is amazing.
the guy goes up and he holds a knife to the girlfriend who was pregnant, or the wife, whatever she was, who was pregnant at the time.
Mm.
But the crazy part about the story, which I was like, man, this is amazing journalism right here. They gave you her first name, his first name.
Yeah.
They said their last names aren't going to be mentioned for their safety, but they gave you the city that they lived in, the street that they lived in.
Oh, well, come on.
And it showed a picture of their 6-year-old kid. They did not say his name, but they said that he was a student at whatever elementary and that he was sleeping in the next room.
Oh,
And I was like, that didn't even add anything to the story.
no, that was
You just showed a picture of their kid.
Yeah.
So now everybody knows who these people look like. And I was like, Mom, watch this. And I typed in the guy's name and the city,
Yeah.
and the first thing that popped up was his Facebook profile.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, this is him.
Yeah, if that was gang related, they
Look at
best move right
Look
now.
at safety. But apparently the guy scaled. He was supposed to go to like the 7th floor, and he scaled the building to the 6th floor. Like he counted the wrong floor, so he was robbing the wrong apartment. He was like looking for money or some shit like that, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I just thought it was a ridiculous story because of everything that happened. That he was in the wrong apartment, and that they were like, "Oh, we for the safety of the victims, we're not revealing their last
Yeah.
name.
Journalists are
gonna
such cunts.
But we're going to tell you their first names,
It's
where
because
they live,
when you get a piece
and
of
who their kid
information,
is."
like when you, the whole thing is they think that their job is to pry information out of people, which it kind of is, but like just because it was hard to get that information, like
Doesn't
where
mean
the kid goes to
yeah.
school, where you know, it took some work. Good for you. That doesn't mean it needs to go into the story. You fucking silly bitches. It's greed. It's all ego with them. But this fucking Dallas story, I was just skimming it while you were talking about that.
Yeah.
It was an off-duty cop in Dallas. She walks into what she believes is her apartment. And it wasn't her apartment. And then this guy starts running at her, and she shoots him because she thinks she's in her apartment. Holy shit. She needs to be fired. I mean, she's going to get at least manslaughter. Like, she's fucked. There's no way she gets away with
she
this.
live in the same building?
I
Just happened to
guess
rock.
she entered what she believed was her own apartment at the Southside Flats. The complex is near the department's headquarters, but it was not the right apartment, and the officer ran into a man who she didn't recognize. She ended up shooting him. She called 911. Blah, 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 blah. 26-year-old man was badly injured. He died a short time later. Oh, yeah, manslaughter. I guess that means. You don't get manslaughter without killing somebody.
You're so surprised. The article says cop.
Oh, I thought
Kills.
maybe he survived the manslaughter. I don't know.
Fuck.
That's a crazy-ass
I,
story. What a fucking
I'm looking
idiot.
forward to when they change it to people slaughtered.
We've had enough dragging men through the mud. Just because we kill 95% of the people who get killed doesn't mean... All right.
I think that, like, you know, they're not quick to change the title of manslaughter when it's not a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, no.
Let's call it woman slaughter. That just sounds like you're killing ladies,
It's
though.
not it's not actor or actress, which is just one. It's one we're servers. We're not... no, that's not actor.
I like that one, though.
Waitress.
All those silly words where there's like a male and a female version. Fuck that. I don't want to have to... Because what if I can't tell if you're a male or a female? That's awkward. One word. I'm down with server.
Yeah,
Server's
no,
one that I'm like, that's practical.
No, but some people that I just they really want to make sure things aren't gender specific.
Yeah.
But then it comes to manslaughter and like, this one's fine.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
Yeah.
I'm okay with paying cheaper car insurance
Yep.
and the word manslaughter.
Lady slaughter. It's not manslaughter. It's people slaughter. Did you see what did New Brunswick do again? Oh, ombudsman. It's ombudsperson now, but ombudsman is not an English word. The man doesn't mean man. It's unrelated. So they changed it for no reason. They call it ombud now instead of ombudsman, but man doesn't mean man in that context. Stupid. Anyway, Abercrombie and Fitch offered the cast of Jersey Shore substantial payment to stop wearing their brand. I need to start buying all Abercrombie and Fitch and just taking pictures of myself on Instagram looking like a piece of shit covered in fucking mustard and like
Alright.
grease stains.
So I got an idea. This is where we're going. Okay. We're gonna leave here. We're gonna go to the Eaton Center because I want to go to the Eaton Center.
Cool.
And we're gonna try and find an Abercrombie and Fitch and start buying some merch.
Start modeling in the store. See if they'll pay me to leave. I should do it. I'm really good at walking in a straight line. I feel like I could be a model. I feel like I could do it. You walk, and then you turn around real quick, and then you walk back.
No, we should do.
I could do
I
that.
got a better idea.
All right.
We'll get it. Let's find a used, like a used clothing store,
Sure.
and find Abercrombie and Fitch used shit, and you
Just
can just
walk into-
pretend to be homeless,
Yeah.
and I'll take a picture, and I'll just be like, feel bad for this homeless guy, but at least he's got good style, and tweet them out, and then maybe they'll help you. And they'll be like, you know what?
That's one stylish motherfucker. He does. He deserves my money. Now, if he was ugly, I wouldn't give him nothing. All right, let's wrap this up. Any thoughts to the homies back home? I miss you.
No, I don't like any of you guys, so I don't care.
Okay, well, I'm a lot nicer than Matt, so I'll end it on that. Bye, guys.
Get a piss.
Peace.